Well, welcome to this online revision session for AQA FP4. In this session we cover the January 2011 question 1 on determinants and inverses. Well, this particular question just focuses upon the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, in which we're asked to find a linear factor x plus y plus z, and then, having done that, to then complete the factorisation of that particular determinant. Well, in part A, it's a show that. So we've got to show firstly what this factor is, x plus y plus z, or where we get that factor from. So we can see we've got an x, y and z in that first column. We've got an x, y, z in the second column and an x, y, z in the third column. So if we add row 2 to row 3, so if you put an instruction something like row 2 plus row 3, maybe you should label this row 2 and this one row 3, so the examiner will know what you're doing. Then we can see that this determinant will become 1, 2, 3, x, y, z, and then each of these entries here will become x plus y plus z, and similarly in this entry here, and similarly in this entry here. And so we can then take that x plus y plus z out as a factor, and the matrix that we've got left that it's multiplied by, or the determinant rather, will be 1, 2, 3, x, y, z, 1, 1, 1. Now in part B, we've then got to continue to complete the determinant. Well, we could consider doing further row operations or column operations on this matrix, but since we've got zeros along that bottom row, it would seem to make sense to just expand this determinant using that bottom row. And so what do we get? Well, we've got 1. And that will be times the 2 by 2 determinant 2, 3, y, z, which will be 2z minus 3y. Then the next entry is a 1, but we have to remember this plus minus plus on the grid. So whatever we write here is now going to be minus this answer. So it's 1 times z minus 3 times x. So that's z minus 3x, but it's the negative of that. So that's plus 3x minus z. And then finally it's again a plus 1 times the determinant of 1 and y and 2 and x. So that's going to give us plus y minus 2x. And so to complete our determinant factorisation, we will have x plus y plus z multiplied by, well, we've got a 3x minus a 2x, which gives us just x. We've got minus 3y plus y, so that's minus 2y. And then we finally got 2z, take away z, which will give us a single z. Okay, where do our marks come from? Well, we get 1 mark for progressing with a correct method to get the x plus y plus z as a factor in the bottom row here. And then an accuracy mark for obtaining the correct determinant that we're going to work with in the next part of the question. And then similarly, appropriately expanding this determinant will get a mark, and then an accuracy mark for obtaining the correct second factor. Well, hopefully you found that solution helpful. Further support, please go to the Further Maths Support Programme website.